On this edition of Lexington Now, the Breeders' Cup Festival, Pine Meadows Park gets an upgrade, and the Woodland Art Fair. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of August 15th, 2022. As many of you already know, the Breeders' Cup returns to Lexington this fall. But what you may not know is the Breeders' Cup Festival is back as well. We were there for the announcement by Mayor Gorton and festival organizers.
I am Kip Cornett. I have been the festival chair for the three times in a row, which I hope third time is a charm, but in 2015, 2020, and 22. And I wanted to say it's not only been an honor, but it's been a pleasure to serve Lexington, Keeneland, and the Breeders' Cup, all three. But like I said, in just a little over 2 months from today, the international thoroughbred community will convene here. They will stay in our hotels, they will eat in our restaurants, they will spend in our stores and enjoy our hospitality. And we will celebrate side by side with them, and that's important. Our community will once again come together and show once again why we are the horse capital of the world. And our events that you will see a lot about and a lot more about as the weeks go by, our events, while revolving around racing, will be a showcase for what makes the Bluegrass region special. Our places, our culture, and our hospitality will be front and center. The festival events are diverse, either free or extremely affordable, and they range from entertaining to eating to educational events. And as we get closer to the Breeders' Cup, you can find every detail on our website, where to buy tickets, what time bands will be playing, all of that in the very near future.
Kip, thank you so much. We are in the stretch run here, and I really have been feeling the excitement building, because it is almost time for the Breeders' Cup in Lexington. This is a big deal. I want to thank Kip for all he has done to create the CHI Health St. Joseph Breeders' Cup Festival, a festival everyone can enjoy, our visitors as well as our residents. I want to especially thank an outstanding corporate citizen, CHI Health St. Joseph, our festival sponsors. Tony, you have made this festival possible. Thank you so much. Many of the events are free because of that. And of course, always, thank you to the Breeders' Cup as well as Keeneland. Keeneland helped us set records when the Breeders' Cup was here before the pandemic. I'm predicting, I'm going to say it publicly, I think we will top those records this year and provide a much needed economic shot in the arm for our hospitality industry. And I know Mary Quinn Raymer is with us here. Where are you, Mary Quinn? We were pretty battered by the fallout from COVID-19, and I know you felt that in the tourism industry. When the Breeders' Cup comes to town, Lexington steps into the international spotlight, and we always want our community to put its best foot forward. Kip said it really well when he said, we are the gold standard and we want to stay there. Citizens can help by participating and practicing their best Southern hospitality during Breeders' Cup week in November. We all want our visitors to come back here again and again. We want our residents, whether they actually go to the races or not, to enjoy every minute of this festival. So join us for the Breeders' Cup and the CHI Health St. Joseph Breeders' Cup Festival. It's going to be tons of fun.
The Ed Brown Society is pleased to sponsor day one of the kickoff of the Breeders' Cup Festival Week. by hosting a family fun historical walk on Sunday, October the 30th. The event will start at the Isaac Murphy Art Garden and venture down Town Branch Trail, and free shirts will be provided to the first 500 participants. Along the way, walkers will learn historical facts about African Americans within the equine industry and then return to Isaac Murphy Garden, where kids and families will have an opportunity to participate in horse-related activities like dressing up in jockey silks, games and fun learning opportunities, and close-up interaction with thoroughbred horses, all provided by Keeneland. We are also excited to announce that during the entire week, we will host a free art exhibit at the Lyric Theater featuring prominent Black artists, along with various art pieces that will be provided by the Derby Museum in Louisville. So also during day one of our kickoff event, we will have a preview of some of the art and some of the artists that will be there in a mini gallery that will be right across from the art garden. So as you can tell, I'm excited, and we invite everyone across our city to join us for what would be an epic kickoff to a fun-filled week of activities that will educate and both entertain our fellow Lexingtonians and our U.S. and global guests. So be on the lookout for more information.
As part of the American Rescue Plan Act funds received by Lexington, Mayor Gorton has earmarked $10 million toward Parks Master Plan. She was joined by other city officials at Pine Meadows Park for a ribbon cutting, showcasing some of what those funds are bringing.
Neighborhood parks, as we all know, are really important. They're close to home. They're convenient places for children to have fun with their parents, get a little exercise, play with their friends and neighbors. Unfortunately, many of our neighborhood parks have had outdated equipment. Thanks to federal funding, we are able to update much of our parks equipment this year across Lexington. So I really am grateful that the council approved my proposal to dedicate $10 million in American Rescue funds to fund our Parks Master Plan. This spells out the order of repairs and replacement for playgrounds and other amenities. Pine Meadows will soon be joined by upgrades at Gardenside, Masterson Station, Northeastern, Woodland, Trailwood, Meadowthorpe, Mary Todd, Duncan, Elizabeth Street Park, and more. These upgrades are among many park projects we are undertaking this year. And work, as I understand, is already beginning on Cardinal Run North. This is a big deal because we've put $10 million into that park alone to develop it. So it's the year of the park in Lexington, and I'm very excited about the changes these investments will bring to recreation in our community.
During the COVID pandemic, residents spent more time outdoors in our city parks than ever before. Our playgrounds are vital free resources to our families in Lexington, and many of them are located in the 11th District. And as the mayor mentioned, our master plan details the order of repairs and replacements for playgrounds and amenities in those parks. And I'm thrilled that we were able to secure the $10 million in American Rescue Plan funds towards this master plan. And I am very grateful to the mayor and my colleagues for prioritizing the parks. This plan includes Pine Meadows, where we're located right now. And when I was running for office the first time, several Pine Meadows residents expressed to me their desire for a new playground. So it is an honor to hold a ribbon cutting today to celebrate that reality and see their desire to fruition. After all, many families use local parks and playgrounds and spend a lot of their time in them. These spaces are actually extensions of their home. I spoke with a Ukrainian refugee family the other day in the 11th who stated that they go to the park in walking distance of their neighborhood every day when they don't have transportation. And I'm excited that due to the ARPA funds, we will soon get new playground equipment in their park as well. the playgrounds that are in the 11th district that will be included in this money are Meadowthorpe, Gardenside, and Pine Meadows, in addition to a larger expanded community center in Valley Park. And that is something that was dreamt about before I even became on council and when I was working every day in Valley Park.
We have 61 projects we're actively working throughout the city. Those include playgrounds like we're at today. A basketball court renovation will be happening here very shortly. Trail expansions. We've got community center renovations mentioned by Councilmember Reynolds. And of course, our big project at Cardinal Run, which is our newest community park here in Lexington. We've been waiting years for that one to come to fruition and are so thankful to see that one moving along quite well. Our neighborhoods are the heartbeat of our city. We know that. We know that's where families come to walk in the evening, to teach their kid how to play basketball, to get out on a playground and just release some energy at the end of the day. So it's really important when we were looking at all of this investment in our city of paying attention to these neighborhoods. It's oftentimes that our larger parks get investment, but our smaller neighborhood parks that really service the lifeblood of the community need investment as well. And we're very grateful to the mayor and all of our council members for really seeing that and prioritizing that along with our parks team.
All right, 3, 2, 1, yay!
The Woodland Art Fair is this weekend, and we'll tell you what to expect after the break. Welcome back to Lexington Now. The annual Woodland Art Fair is this weekend, and you won't want to miss what's in store. Jess Pearsall fills us in.
This is the 46th annual Woodland Arts Fair here at the Woodland Park. We are co-produced, the Lexington Parks and Recreation alongside the Lexington Art League, to feature 180 juried artists. So those are artisans ranging from pottery, paintings, fabrics, textiles, prints. It will span the entire park between artists, musicians, and concessions. It will be August 20th and 21st. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. Saturdays, 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. It's free and open to the public. We should talk about parking. Parking is limited to street parking, so we do suggest carpooling and maybe riding your bike or walking over from a neighbor's home. So the Lexington Art League and the Parks and Recreation have worked together to set up at the very beginning of the year an entire system for artists to apply and become a part of this huge event. It's been around for several decades, and so a lot of artists really use it as a great foundation to not only get access to the public, but to sell their goods and make their livelihood happen. So the juried process is an application that's submitted online annually. It begins in the spring, and then the Lexington Art League alongside Parks and Recreation work to actually view all of the items that would be sold here at the park and carefully select and curate the entire park festival. Come select your art pieces, also shop some great local food and beverage. We'll have breweries, wineries. Also, we have an entire musical set running throughout the event times. I love the music, so that iconic woodland gazebo will set the stage. We have local musicians, Buck the taxidermist, Rebecca Rigo, Maggie Lander, all sorts of, from blues, bluegrass, and indie rock, setting the background music as you shop for art and support the arts all throughout the nation. We've got local and national artists. Across the park, we are going to have some workshops as well. On Saturday, Sora Aerial Arts will perform, and they will have some interactive sessions with public. And then Sunday, we will have the Salsa Center of Lexington performing and also offering some dance instruction. So we have several local city agencies here. Environmental Services will have some different activities for kids to do, chalking leaves and getting in touch with nature here in the park. We also have Parks and Recreation doing a printmaking session based out of our artworks at the Carver School. Head to lexingtonky.gov. Just use that search bar, type in Woodland Park, Woodland Art Fair. We can also get updates on the event at Facebook, Lexington Parks and Recreation events page. Just scroll down and find the Woodland Art Fair.
Parks and Recreation has teamed with national and local organizations to launch Lexington Park Equity Accelerator. What is it? We talked with local organizations to find out.
My name is Richard Young, and I'm the Executive Director of Civic Lex. We are a nonprofit civic education organization here in Lexington that teaches folks how to get involved in city government. I'm here today to talk about a new program that we're launching in partnership with Seedleaf, the divisions of Parks and Recreation and Planning inside LFUCG, and a coalition of community organizations from across Lexington. That project is called the Lexington Parks Equity Accelerator. This project is really designed to rethink how we plan for public space and green space across the city. It's an opportunity to look at what Lexington has done over the past 100 years relating to parks and green space, and create new processes for residents who are most impacted by the lack of green space and public space to be involved in the process of creating new public space and green space. The Lexington Park Equity Accelerator is supported by the Trust for Public Land, a national nonprofit organization that looks to address disparities in access to park space, green space, and public space, and wants to make sure that every community in the country is within a 10-minute walk of a park. It's a really exciting opportunity for us to rethink how we plan our city for the next 100 years.
Hi, my name's Christine Smith, and I'm the director of Seedleaf. We're a community gardening organization here in Lexington, Kentucky, and we operate 11 different growing spaces. So what Richard has just explained to you is the TPL Accelerator project that is here in Lexington. The reason why it's so important that we think about green space as our city continues to develop is that we know that with green space comes a whole host of benefits for individuals, for families, for communities. When we look at studies, we know that green space leads to increased mental health benefits and physical wellness overall, as well as they're great spaces for play and democracy. And so over the next year, we will be reaching out to folks like you to come and engage in workshops and programming where we explore what it means to engage with local government, where we explore these issues of why green space is important and why we need to plant more trees, why we need to have more play for children and adults. We'll also have focus groups where we'll be hearing from people like you about your green space experience. We want to know how you engage with parks. We want to know how long it takes for you to walk to parks. We want to know what's lacking in your community park, all to help increase and improve our park system and to improve the way that we go about designing and adding to parks within our city. Go to lexingtonparkequity.org where you can see more about the project, the phases that it will take over the next year, the partners involved, and to get involved yourself.
Council summer recess is over and it's back to a busy schedule of live meetings on Lex TV. And as always, you can watch them here or streaming online. And remember, for the most accurate and up-to-date information on all city business, check out our website at lexingtonky.gov. Here's this week's meeting coverage. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media, check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter @LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.